Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dane, your host. Hope you're doing great wherever you may find yourselves. Blessings to all. Today is a follow-up to my most recent video, Why Lyrics Matter, and I did not intend to have a follow-up video, a part 2 if you will, but I get up this morning and then I'm like, oh, I gotta talk about these things. I totally fanned on these ideas that I think are crucial to the point that I was making. So this won't be a long video, just to bring things to a conclusion, if you will. So in that video, I mentioned that if you're not big on lyrics, then you're missing half the picture, or you're not getting the whole picture of said, the agenda behind the authors or artists, if you will. And so just a few things. Number one, I failed to mention, although I probably hinted at it, is inspiration. I talked about in that video that if you're not interested in lyrics, then you're missing on those bits of wisdom that the authors, the artists are trying to give to you. And with wisdom, you have the potential for inspiration, which is a great motivator. Inspiration, motivation, essentially two sides of the same coin. Maybe not necessarily always synonymous, but as human beings, we look for inspiration. So many cultures have come and gone and still today exist where there's that belief that inspiration comes from a higher power, and that we as human beings create because we're given that gift from said higher powers or power. Next is catharsis. This is a word I use a lot in English class with my students. If you're not familiar with that, you may know it from at least American Psycho, where towards the end, or yes, near the end of the movie, not so much in the novel, although it is in the novel, but there's other things that take place that are in the movie once the scene happens. Patrick Bateman wants to get caught, so he confesses to his lawyer, and the lawyer doesn't believe him. He thinks it's a nice prank. And he goes, no, really? He goes, and he gets disturbed, but he still thinks he's not serious, like he's looking for attention. And so there's that scene where I'm going to get to my point, he's in the restaurant and there's a sign behind him that says no exit. And that's important because that's a reference to the book by Jean-Paul Sartre, No Exit, where human beings are trapped in hell is other people, that kind of thing. And so Patrick Bateman narrates as the movie's winding down, he says, I did not, and I'm paraphrasing, I did not get what I want. I have not achieved catharsis. And what he means by that, and what that word means, is a releasing to provide relief from strong emotional feelings or repressed emotions, to get a sense of closure, a purgation of said emotions, which is big in Shakespearean Renaissance tragedy. But it doesn't have to be that. It could be like a modern novel. So lyrics can be so... Now, this won't always occur in a lyrical composition in a piece of music, but many times, more often than not, something will be cathartic or meant to be cathartic. Or if the band doesn't intend it to be cathartic, it may be cathartic to you, like the song Under Pressure has been for me and other songs as well. In addition, song lyrics can make you come to a realization, what we call epiphany or revelation. And this is something like catharsis us human beings crave. All right, now, excuse me, just a few lyrics to drive the point home, and then we'll be done here. Again, this is a short video. If we talk about the song Ordinary Man from Triumph, the big three, I think, when it comes with Triumph and trying to encourage and inspire others to live a whole life would be Ordinary Man, Fight the Good Fight, and Never Surrender. I'm just going to talk about Ordinary Man. I love all three, though. So here are some lyrics. The one quick one is, everybody's talking, but nothing's getting said. And then he goes from there, Rick Emmett does, and says, you got to look inside your head. We've heard this a million times growing up, perhaps, or in life. You got to look at yourself in the mirror to, become a better person, a better woman, a better man, that kind of thing. But more importantly, or just as important, these lyrics have really stuck home with me still today. Rick sings, once I thought the truth was going to set me free, and he sings it beautifully. Now I feel the chains of its responsibility. And that alone, those two lines are incredible. Again, once I thought the truth was going to set me free, now I feel the chains of its responsibility. Talk about an epiphany right here. Perhaps even catharsis is definitely inspiring to me. It's very wise bits of wisdom here. But then he continues, I will not be a puppet. I cannot play it safe. I'll give myself away to a blind and simple faith. I'm just the same as you. I just do the best I can. That's the only answer. And he says answer two more times. For an ordinary man. This is great. Goosebumps. And he throughout the piece, he says, comes a time to take a stand, and rightfully so. And then the way that the song ends, very low in the mix, you hear Rick as the guitars and the band is winding down. He says, here's to health, here's to wealth. May you never doubt yourself. It's just beautifully sung, a beautiful message, just beautiful all around. In so many ways. So that's it, folks. I just wanted to add to that video. Sometimes we don't register all the things that we want to say and they come a day late. So that's an example of this. So consider this an addendum to said previous video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. God bless. See you next time around. Bye.